Hi, my friends. This is the video that will give you instruction for what you're going to be doing this Sunday in the elementary studios. I want to apologize, first of all, for getting this out so late, and just let you know I'm woefully aware that I'm behind in many areas, but it's all for good reason. There's lots of good things happening in Kids Journey, and I'm excited to prepare the lesson for you for this Sunday because I think it's pretty meaningful. You'll find that this month, a big part of Dave's message is going to be talking about the history of the church. And in talking about the history of the church, he's focusing on the fact that the church is really diverse and is not so Western and white as we sometimes imagine it. And I think this is a really good opportunity for us in Kids Journey to give our kids a chance to really celebrate cultural diversity and just to celebrate that God created every tribe, every tongue, every nation, and that it was his desire to have people that were different. And so because of that, we're doing our lessons a little bit differently in January. We're going to be doing lessons like we do at Christmas and Easter, where we come together for story time. And I'll be telling you more about that as the month goes on. But you will not get a regular lesson. This video is what you're going to get. You won't get a regular lesson because the things that you're going to be doing in your room are pretty easy for you to figure out, but they should be fun and they should be rich. And the main thing that I want you to hear from me is the tone and the manner of conversation that I hope you have with the kids as you pastor them and prepare them to be different people. So the first thing that the kids will do when they come into your room is they're going to be making snowflakes, simple snowflakes out of doilies. Kids love making snowflakes. Oh my gosh, they'll blow through the paper. So a couple things. One is make sure they only get one little doily. Don't let them make, a stack of 10. I mean, they can make 10, but don't have them accidentally cut out 10 at once. You know how doilies sort of stick together, okay? So watch out for that. Let them make snowflakes. But after they make the snowflake, they've got to get the snowflakes attached to the walls and attached and hanging from the lights, most particularly. So please help your children to carefully step up onto a chair with your guidance up onto the table and tape their snowflakes up onto the lights in your room because we want them decorated for the rest of the month. The purpose of the snowflake, this is where your teaching skill is going to come in. We're talking about God loves unique things and that he created people as unique as any snowflake. You know this trope, okay? But they've got to learn that this is God's idea. It's God's desire that people be different. And they'll transition from that understanding about their own selves being different and different from their brothers and sisters to also understanding that God creates different cultures and different ethnicities. So those are the kinds of things that you're going to want to talk about as you're making your snowflakes. If you have questions about that or you feel nervous talking about it, don't feel like you can handle that well, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd love to have conversations with you about it. So secondly, the other activity that they're going to be doing is playing some games from around the world. So I have those games printed out for you. They're really simple. One of them is just like rock, paper, scissors, only it's a different game from another region with different figures. That will be printed out for you, and you'll group them up in twos and let them play that game. Another game they'll play is like jacks. If you don't know how to play jacks, look it up or ask me. But it's with stones because it comes from a region where children don't have easy access to games, where they take 5 little stones, throw one up, try to catch one, or throw one up, pick one up, catch the 2. And really, if you don't know how that works, either email me or look up how you play jacks because that's the gist of it. So you'll have little stones for them to play that. Please explain to them carefully that the stones are for the game and are not to be thrown. And some of the kids are going to want to throw them. Please be very clear with your directions on that. The last thing that you'll do in your room is, if you have time, you will color mandalas. And the reason for that is to help them to understand that different cultures sometimes have different ways of thinking about God. And a mandala is an Indian design or an Eastern design, which is intended to help people be calm and think about God. And some people think it's wrong for Christians to use them because they're used in Buddhist religion. But I think that being calm and thinking about God by use of coloring something is really not a terribly heretical idea. And then in addition to that, we want to celebrate the beauty of all the different colors that go down on the mandala. It's just another way to help them to understand diversity. We'll continue with these lessons through the month. And if you have some input or have any special way that you would like to help to celebrate cultural diversity, then just don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be glad to have your input. Love you guys. Bye.